What if I told you that the nightmare you had last week wasn't random chaos, but your subconscious mind trying to warn you about a hidden danger in your waking life? And what if those innocent dream symbols you've been ignoring actually carry some of the darkest messages your soul can receive? In the next 10 minutes, we're going to explore the shadow realm of dream symbolism, the meanings that most dream dictionaries won't tell you about. You'll discover why certain symbols appear when your life is about to take a dramatic turn, and how to decode the warnings hidden in your most disturbing dreams. I'm Celine Ray, and for the past 7 years, I've been diving deep into the hidden meanings behind our dream world. What started as curiosity about my own recurring nightmares led me down a rabbit hole of ancient dream interpretation, shadow psychology, and some truly unsettling discoveries that most people aren't ready to hear. But you're here, so I know you're ready to go deeper. 3 years ago, I started having the same dream every night for 2 weeks. I was standing in my childhood home, but all the mirrors were covered with black cloth. In the dream, I kept trying to uncover them, but every time I did, instead of my reflection, I saw a crow staring back at me with human eyes. Most dream books would tell you that crows represent transformation or spiritual messages, but here's what they don't tell you. When crows appear with human eyes in dreams, ancient dream interpretation suggests they're showing you a part of yourself that you've been refusing to acknowledge. The covered mirrors? That was my subconscious screaming that I was avoiding a painful truth about someone close to me. Turns out, 2 weeks later, I discovered that my business partner had been stealing from our company for months. The dream wasn't just symbolic, it was a warning. This experience led me to research what I call the shadow symbols, dream imagery that carries warnings, reveals hidden truths, or connects us to the darker aspects of our psyche. Let me share the 5 most powerful ones that most people completely misinterpret. First, drowning dreams. Everyone thinks drowning dreams are about feeling overwhelmed. But in ancient dream lore, drowning specifically represents being consumed by secrets, either ones you're keeping or ones being kept from you. If you're drowning in dark water, pay attention to who's not being honest in your life. Second, falling teeth. Yes, it's often about anxiety, but here's the darker layer. In medieval dream interpretation, losing teeth in dreams was believed to predict the loss of someone close to you. Not necessarily death, but the end of an important relationship. The more teeth you lose, the more significant the relationship that's ending. Third, being chased by shadow figures. These aren't just anxiety dreams. Shadow figures often represent suppressed aspects of your personality that are demanding attention. But here's the unsettling part. If the shadow figure catches you in the dream, it might indicate that you're about to be forced to confront something about yourself that you've been running from. Fourth, dead animals. Finding dead animals in dreams isn't about literal death. It's about the death of innocence or the end of a belief system that's been protecting you. The type of animal tells you what's dying. Dead birds mean lost freedom. Dead cats suggest betrayed trust, and dead dogs indicate loyalty that's been misplaced. And fifth, dark water. Still black water in dreams represents the collective unconscious trying to show you hidden knowledge. But swimming in it or drinking it, that's your subconscious telling you that you're about to learn something that will change how you see the world, and not necessarily in a comfortable way.
What most people don't realize is that dream symbolism was originally developed as a survival mechanism. Ancient civilizations believed that during sleep, our souls could access information that our waking minds couldn't perceive, warnings about betrayal, hidden enemies, or approaching disasters. The Babylonians had entire temples dedicated to dream interpretation, and their priests understood something we've forgotten. Dreams don't just reflect our psychology, they're an early warning system for dangers that haven't manifested in our physical reality yet. This is why certain symbols appear during specific life phases. The dark symbols I mentioned, they tend to cluster around periods of major life transitions, relationship changes, or when we're about to discover hidden truths. But here's where it gets really interesting and honestly a bit disturbing. Some dream researchers have found that people who experience recurring dark symbolism often report that their dreams predicted major life upheavals with startling accuracy. It's as if the subconscious mind can sense approaching chaos before our logical minds catch up.
Modern neuroscience is starting to validate what ancient dream interpreters knew. Recent studies have shown that our brains process emotional and social information during REM sleep that we miss while awake. We're literally solving problems and detecting patterns while we dream. Dr. Rosalind Cartwright's research at Rush University found that people going through major life crises often experience what she calls rehearsal dreams, scenarios where the mind is preparing for difficult situations that haven't happened yet. This means those dark symbols aren't just random psychological noise. They might actually be your brain's way of preparing you for challenges or revelations that are coming. Here's the revelation that changed everything for me. We've been taught to fear the dark symbols in our dreams, but they're actually gifts. They're your soul's way of preparing you for transformation and giving you advance warning about situations that need your attention. The darkness in dreams isn't evil. It's simply the unknown, the hidden, the parts of reality we haven't acknowledged yet. When we learn to read these symbols correctly, we stop being victims of circumstance and become active participants in our own destiny. Your nightmares aren't trying to terrify you, they're trying to empower you with knowledge. So, how do you start working with your own shadow dream symbols? Here's a simple practice. Keep a dream journal by your bed, but with a twist. Instead of just recording what you remember, ask yourself 3 questions. What in my waking life feels hidden or unclear right now? What relationships or situations am I avoiding examining closely? What would I need to prepare for if this dream were a warning? Don't try to interpret everything immediately. Let the patterns emerge over time. Often the meaning becomes clear only after the predicted event occurs. And remember, the goal isn't to become paranoid about every dream. It's to develop a deeper communication with the wisest part of yourself, your subconscious mind. I want to hear about your own experiences with dark dream symbolism. Drop a comment below and tell me about a nightmare or disturbing dream that later made sense in your waking life. Have you ever had a dream that seemed to predict something that happened later? If this opened your eyes to a new way of understanding your dreams, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the hidden mysteries of consciousness. Next week, we're exploring something even more intriguing: the connection between recurring dreams and parallel lives. You won't want to miss that one. Until then, pay attention to your dreams. They're trying to tell you something important.